In this video, I want to talk about the overstuffed pillows that I made that are actually reusable bags for containing wool fiber. And what you see in front of me is one of, I was going to make two, I may only make the one. This is a body pillow, a small mattress. On the floor you see my bedroll. And this is a weaving project that I do have videos up about, and I also have the pattern available in my Etsy store. And this bedroll is a woven mat with a woven blanket, which is the beige blanket you see. And I've made a couple of these, and they're like a sleeping bag, only I made them this way because you can make them more personalized than a sleeping bag. Now, the geranium fabric you see at the top there is actually a pocket that if you wanted to, you could stuff your clothes in to make a pillow. I have one of my overstuffed pillows there, which is full of wool fiber. And you see two more of those on the left with different types of fiber in them. And I ended up having about 4 pounds of wool that I'm not going to spin right away. And to make this, it's like a futon type mattress. I've already slept on it. It's wonderful. And if you need any kind of back support, or even if you just, instead of buying a very expensive mattress topper, you could make one of these. Now, I used the 4 pounds of wool fiber that I have to stuff it. You could also use polyester fiber fill, or you could use cotton. Like, you can buy a 3-pound box of pharmaceutical cotton for about $20 plus shipping. But it's 2 bandanas on each side, and what I did was similar to the pillows. I sewed each of the 2 colored bandanas together first, the blue to the blue, and the other side is red to the red, and then sewed around 3 sides, and so I made a tall bag. I then stuffed it with wool fiber and stitched close the top opening. Now, I had planned on doing this with a chain stitch machine on the top because just like the feed sack idea that it's based on, then when I want to pull fiber out of there to spin, I can just undo that chain stitch, get in, take out as much fiber as I want, and stitch it back up again. It turned out, probably because I'm moving and I won't be spinning right away, I ended up using my model 66-1 to close that over. And the next time, once I open that up, take some fiber out, and then go to close it up again, it'll be with a chain stitcher. So, very easy to make. And I did also post a video on supporting local farmers by buying wool from them. And it is kind of a pain to wash the wool. A minimum for this would be 3 pounds. But if a local farmer sells you 3 pounds of wool at $4 a pound, and you spend $12, that's probably, if not the same, it might be less than you would spend for polyester fiber fill. And the washing of it, some people might think it's inconvenient. It's really that it takes a few days to dry. So, but this wool was a little bit damp when I put it in here still. And because this is all cotton, it'll dry anyway in there. It's wonderful. And here's the other thing, that when I was making it, I was like, oh wow, a lap desk. Now, you'll see in one of my videos with a lucid that I'm using a lucid cut from a tree that's fairly large. And when you sit on a bed or sit in a chair and you're not at a tall table, and you put this lucid either on your lap or on the bed, the lucid is like down here, and so you're working downward. You put the lucid on this pillow and the pillow on your lap, and you have an instant table. So it's really, even though I'm using it for all of those things, plus a mattress for my bedroll. Now, I still am going to do another type of mattress pad on a knitting loom, similar to an Afghan, for this bedroll project. But because I needed to get something done quickly, and I also needed to store my wool fiber, this is working out wonderfully. So the bedroll itself rolls up and then has a strap that goes around it to keep it in place. If I squish the pillow out really thin, I could probably still roll it up in there. I haven't really gotten to that point yet. But I could take 2 of the overstuffed pillows and stick them in that geranium fabric pocket, and I have pillows. So, you know, it's a different way of thinking that if you're going to live in a small space, or even if you just want to be really organized or have one item, like a large oversized pillow like this, have several functions. So we've got bedroll mattress, lap desk, chair pillow, body pillow. You have a kid, or even you make 2 of these and you have an infant, the infant doesn't fall out of bed. You know, if they sleep in your bed, you put one of these on either side. Dog bed. My dog, when I was sleeping on this, my dog kept trying to get on top of it. Plus, on top of all of that, it's stuffed with a natural wool fiber that supports farmers. This type of simple sewing, that a lot of it can be done with a chain stitcher or a very simple, like a 66-1 simple sewing machine. This is productive and also has multiple uses. In other words, it's simplified sewing in a lot of ways, but it gives you wonderful items to use, whether it's in a small space or whether you just want to be organized and use things for more than one purpose. So there is my oversized pillow, bedroll, futon, mattress, lap desk, everything pillow.